Did you know there's a hotel in Canada so beautiful that it hides its horrors behind marble walls? The Banff Springs Hotel, a castle carved into the heart of the Canadian Rockies, built for royalty, bathed in sunlight by day. But when night falls, its shadows wake. Guests come for the luxury, the view, the peace. But some leave whispering about a room that doesn't exist. Room 873. They say it was once on the 8th floor. Now it's gone. Vanished. No number on the door. No key on the ring. Just a wall. Where a door used to be. If you walk that hallway, you'll notice something odd. A light burns above a blank section of wall. The baseboard is cut. The floor creaks hollow. As if the hotel itself is pretending. Nothing's there. But it's lying. Long ago, a family checked in. A father, a mother, a little girl. They never checked out. The legend says the father lost his mind one night. Rage echoing through the walls. A scream, then silence. By morning, 3 bodies and a trail of blood that refused to dry. The hotel tried to clean it, tried to move on, but the stains kept coming back. Bloody handprints on the mirror. A child's voice in the hall. Housekeepers refused to enter. Guests fled in terror. So management did the only thing they could. They sealed the room, brick, plaster, paint, erased it from the hotel's memory, or so they thought, because even a wall can whisper. Visitors say they hear tapping behind the plaster, muffled crying, footsteps pacing in a room that isn't there. One woman claimed she saw a little girl in white at the foot of her bed, her hair dripping wet, her eyes full of sorrow. She reached for me, the woman said, and then she walked into the wall. But room 873 isn't the only ghost that calls Banff Springs home. There's the bride, the one who never made it down the staircase. Years ago, a wedding filled the grand ballroom. Music swirled, candles flickered. She stepped onto the grand staircase, her white gown brushing the stone. A step too wide, a heel caught, a candle toppled, her dress ignited, her scream filled the hall. Then silence. Now guests see her dancing alone in the ballroom, a veil glowing faintly in the dark. Some say she waits for the music to start again. Others say she's still falling, forever trapped in that moment before the fire. And then there's Sam the bellman. He worked here in the 1960s. Loyal, kind. He knew every corridor, every creaking floorboard. When he died, they thought they'd lost him, but he never left. Guests report a friendly old man in a gray uniform helping with their luggage. They thank him, turn for a tip, and he's gone. Management smiles when asked. Ah, yes, they say. That sounds like Sam. Every corner of the Banff Springs has a story. The fire of 1926, the secret renovations, the tunnels beneath the foundation. Even the architects whisper about blueprints that don't match walls that were never supposed to exist. Sometimes guests find themselves standing in front of the sealed wall on the 8th floor. The air turns cold. The light above flickers. Knock 3 times, they say. If you're brave enough, you'll hear it. One knock back, then another, and another. Some say it's the little girl, still calling for her mother, still waiting for someone to open the door. So what really happened in room 873? Was it murder, madness, or just a clever tale told to keep thrill seekers coming? The hotel insists it's just a myth, that the room was combined with another during renovation, that there's nothing strange about the wall at all, but even skeptics admit there's something off about that hallway. The silence, the temperature, the way the air seems to press against you, like it's breathing. It's said that at exactly 3:07 a.m., the wall behind the missing door goes cold to the touch. The light above it dims. And if you're standing there, you'll hear a faint giggle. Then the soft drag of something across the floor. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just the wind between the stones. But maybe the Banff Springs Hotel remembers everything that's ever happened inside it. The laughter, the terror, the screams. A hotel built for luxury. That became a monument to grief. And maybe, just maybe, room 873 is still there, behind the plaster, waiting. So next time you visit Banff, take the elevator to the 8th floor. Walk down the long carpeted hall until you reach the missing room. Stand beneath that lonely light. Listen. And if you hear a faint knock from the other side, don't answer. Because some doors were sealed for a reason. And some stories were never meant to be opened.